What's up everybody, I'm Danny and thank you for checking out my channel Bluray Dan. Now in this video I'm going to be reviewing two titles released by Welgo USA. Both of these titles are going to be released on Tuesday, April 14th, 2015. So make sure you are on the lookout. The first movie I'll be reviewing is Enter the Dangerous Mind. Now this movie starring Jake Hoffman, Nikki Reed, Thomas Dekker, Jason Priestley, and Scott Bakula. Now before I go any farther, I just want to show you guys the artwork. This is the front artwork, the spine, and the back. This one does not have a slipcover. And on the inside, the really cool skull on the disc art. That's pretty cool right there. Now like always, I'm just going to read the back so you guys have an idea of what the movie's about. Now it says, music makes the voices stop. That's what Jim wants most. To hide away in his apartment, mixing dubstep beats as a soundtrack to insanity of daily life. But it's not working too well lately. His brother bullies him into pursuing social worker Wendy, Nikki Reed, baby. And their intimate encounter sparks an obsession that turns Jim into a human time bomb. Also starring Scott Bakula, Jason Priestley, and Gina Rodriguez, Enter the Dangerous Mind is a terrifying study of mental illness and the destruction unleashed when you finally snap. Basically, this movie's about a kid who has a mental illness and he's trying to drown out the voices that he's hearing in his head. The way he does it, like they said, dubstep music. Now, I just want to point out that I love dubstep, so that was an extra little perk in this movie for me. Anyway, the dubstep doesn't work and he winds up snapping, and it's actually a pretty good movie. I actually didn't really watch too much of the trailer. I'm spitting everywhere. I actually didn't watch too much of the trailer because I didn't want to know too much about the movie before I actually, sat down to watch it. All of the acting in the film was done very well. I like the cast. I actually don't know much of Jake Hoffman's work, so it was nice to see, kind of in my mind, like a new actor play such, different parts from the beginning to the end of the movie. He did really good. I also don't know too much of Nikki Reed's work, but you better believe I will now. Know what I'm saying? You? I gotta say, I was actually pretty surprised by this movie. There were some pretty cool twists and turns, which I expected some, but I didn't expect some others. And it was also kind of creepy at times, which added to the effect. I don't do too well with horror movies. I cry, I scream, I wet the bed, but that's nothing that you need to know. The visual quality was awesome. The audio quality was awesome. Unfortunately, there were no special features other than the trailer and the previews. Like I always say, I always like seeing special features, so that was a little bit of a bummer because this is kind of a, like I said, it's a mental illness kind of a movie, so it would have been nice to see how the actors portrayed, or how they got into character to portray the character, if that makes any sense. But overall, I did enjoy this movie. I was very surprised by it, and I'd give it an overall rating of 6.5 out of 10 stars. So like I said before, this movie comes out on Tuesday, April 14, 2015, so definitely be on the lookout for this. This was pretty cool. The next movie I'm going to be reviewing is also by Welgo USA, and the title is Vengeance of an Assassin, Fight to the End. Like always, I'm just going to show you guys the artwork real quick. We have a nice matte finish right here with the glossy Blu-ray border. The title's also glossy, and it is embossed, and as well with the side on the spine. Inside the artwork, we have the same cover art, and we have some cool disc art actually, with some awesome martial arts going on. Now I just want to mention that, well, you guys could probably already tell it's a martial arts movie. I just also want to say that this is from the same legendary director slash fight choreographer, that's what it says right there, from the movie Ong Bak. And if you guys know the Ong Bak movies, it's really cool martial arts, so that right there was a little bit of a plus and a push for me to watch this film. Now as always, I'm going to read the plot for you. Nati, played by Dan Chupang, became a killer for one reason: to discover who killed his parents. As he gets closer to uncovering the secret network of power and corruption, he's double-crossed, putting everyone he loves in danger. Betrayed, exposed, and hunted by the deadliest killers in the business, now Nati has a new code: be faster, stronger, hit harder, and survive. Now in the past, I've reviewed some Asian cinema slash martial art action kind of movies that have just, I feel like the martial arts weren't real martial arts and they were on strings and ropes and stuff like that. With this movie, it's not the case. They do some really cool, I'm sure they do certain fighting like that, but in most of these scenes they do some really awesome martial arts. The very first scene in this movie is like the most epic soccer game that you guys have ever seen. Slow motion, really cool martial arts. It was a great way to start the movie off. And the martial arts goes throughout the whole entire film. There are some really awesome kicks and backflips and just really cool stunts that they did. There are quite a few foot to the head kicks that look so real that, I can almost guarantee you that they were real and people definitely got hurt making this film. As far as the story goes, it's actually pretty cool, very interesting story. It's basically everything that I read on the back. It's just a guy who wants to find out what happened to his parents, who killed his parents, and he wants revenge. Then of course he winds up getting in over his head, and a lot of action and martial arts happen. The acting was also really good in this film by everybody. I can't complain about one person. I don't believe I've seen any of these actors before, but I definitely hope to see them again in the future because they all did very well. You could see the difference and the character growth from the beginning to the end of the film, which is always very important. The audio is great to this, but the one thing that I have to say stood out most to me was how clear and crisp this movie was. Like I said before, that martial arts soccer match, that was so clear. I can't even explain to you. There was water involved and sparks and everything was just awesome. I felt like it was coming out of the TV. I don't even have a 3D TV. So that was really, really awesome and a great plus. Most of the films look great on Blu-ray anyway, but something about this one just really, really, really stuck out. For my overall rating, I would also give this one a 6.5 out of 10 stars. It was definitely interesting and I do recommend you guys check it out. So yeah, guys, we've reached the end of this video. As always, I have a couple questions for you. Have you seen the trailers for any of these movies and do you plan on checking them out? If not, do you think you'll check them out after this review? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, what are your favorite martial arts movies? I mean, you got Bruce Lee. If I'm gonna ask that question, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are gonna say Bruce Lee. I hope so, because Bruce Lee's the man. I just woke my dog up. But yeah, Bruce Lee, check him out. So, as always, I gotta say thank you so much for watching. I truly, truly appreciate it. All the support that you guys have been showing me is outstanding. I can't thank you guys enough. I have lots more videos coming, so please stay tuned. If you guys could please do me a favor and hit that like button and give me a thumbs up. If you could please leave me a comment down in the comment box below. And as always, subscribe to my channel because I got a lot more videos coming out. And if you're interested, please follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All the links are down below in the description. And that is it. So thank you guys once again. Appreciate it. Love you all. Hope you're all doing well. Have a great day, great night, great evening whenever this is released. I'm Danny, and this is the Blu-ray Dan channel. I'll see you guys next time.